2019 was a year of unforgettable anime. You craved for action, drama, or heartwarming romance, there was something for everyone. We were blown away by the intense battles in Dororo, charmed by the witty romance in Kaguya-sama, and yes, another isekai landed in our laps. However, in between all this anime, there was something else. A series that pushed me away at first, but the second time around it drew me in so much that I reached for the manga. I'm talking of course about the Promised Neverland. Action, secrets, horror and another Sasuke. The anime had everything to be incredibly interesting, and you know what? They succeeded. After watching the first season I was so delighted that I didn't want to wait for the next one and immediately it grabbed the manga. And I read the whole thing. The events presented after the first season were incredibly engaging. Emma development, colorful characters and the interesting plot, what more could we want? And well, imagine my surprise when the second season came out. I decided that I will watch it when the whole thing will be out, because hey, I read the manga so I know what will happen, right? But my girlfriend did watch it. After a while I asked her, so were you surprised that someone was still alive in the bunker? To which I heard, of course, but there was no one there. And at that very moment I fell into a hole from which I couldn't get out. So what happened to the Promised Neverland? Well, let's start with the most important thing, the omission of the key elements for the plot and the character development. Characters that should have appeared never did, and the story that was supposed to be told never was. The GoldyPond arc is one of the most exciting in the manga, which was unfortunately omitted in the anime adaptation. It's a place with a completely different character than what the heroes expected. Instead of safe haven, they discovered that this place serves a completely different function, forcing the children to constantly fight for their survival. Preparing to confront the new threats, the heroes develop a detailed plan of action. The plot shows their determination, courage and cooperation. In GoldyPond, Emma becomes a true leader. Together with Ray and new allies, she develops complex strategies for survival and escape. Her ability to plan and predict the moves of the opponents develops, which makes her more effective and confident. And that arc, this crucial thing, it never appeared in the anime. There was no character development, illogical plot explanation appeared, or there was no explanation at all. The simplified appearance of the characters, animation or simply static moments also did not affect the good assessment of the anime. So, do we know what happened? And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but we really don't. CloverWorks is the studio responsible for the Promised Neverland, and when you look at their production you might be surprised. Bocchi the Rock, Spy Family or this year's Windbreaker. These are very good productions, so why did the Neverland turn out like this? Well, let me tell you this. A long time ago my manager told me, remember, the shit always comes from the top. And by that I mean CloverWorks did nothing wrong. They did their best with what was required from them. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. But please don't get me wrong here. I really have massive respect for someone who works in animation industry. But it's exactly like one of the Reddit users says. Manga to anime adaptations are advertisements. They are there to boost manga sales, and when it comes to budget, how many episodes are commissioned and when it should air, everything is decided and shouldered by the manga publishers, in this case, Jump. Reading forums or searching for information I found absolutely nothing. No statement, no declaration, completely emptiness regarding what happened. All you can read or search is pure speculation on the subject. The arc that was cut gave us the best villain in the entire series, the best hero in the entire series, and incredible character development that if you don't read the manga you will probably never see. And let's be honest here, Promised Neverland isn't the only anime that deserves a second chance when it comes to adaptations. With better fidelity to the source material, higher production quality, it could have significantly improved the reception of the anime. For fans, it would have been a chance to experience beloved stories in the way they deserve, and for new viewers the opportunity to discover the full potential of these extraordinary tales. And the thing is that anime like Tokyo Ghoul, Record of Ragnarok or The Way of the House Husband, if each of these series got what they deserve, better animation, sticking to the story, or just chance to come back in a different light, I'm sure that they would be more successful than they have been so far. Of course, I'm just a weeb who can only talk, but hey, I think I'm not the only one who thinks so. Overall, the second season of The Promised Neverland had the potential to be another hit, much like the first season. Unfortunately, adaptation decisions, the omission of the key storylines, and the production issues made this installment disappointing, for both manga fans and new viewers. What could have been a compelling continuation of a story of survival, courage, and hope turned into a disjointed narrative that failed to do justice to the original material. For many fans, it will remain a series of unfulfilled promises, but its first season and manga are still excellent examples of how deep and moving this story can be. If you haven't read the manga yet, I highly encourage you to pick up the original work, which fully fleshes out the incredible story. That's all for today, so thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about the second season of The Promised Neverland in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our new videos. Thank you again and see you in the next episode.